Welcome to the brain's weather report, where environmental challenges throw a little storm into the nervous system and set off a chain reaction that starts with the hypothalamus and the hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal axis, the grand conductor of stress. In a pinch, the alarm reaction kicks in, the fight or flight or mode lights up, and the autonomous nervous system starts pinning the body to bustle in anticipation of whatever comes next. From the hypothalamus, corticotrophin releasing hormones signal the paraventricular nucleus to send ACTH dancing along to the adrenal cortex, while the adrenal medulla fires off epinephrine and norepinephrine to prime energy, heart rates, respiration, and blood pressure. It's all about meeting metabolic demand, boosting attention, and keeping the brain's neurons alert. At the same time, glucocorticoids, cortisol in humans, and some species corticosterone, wash through the bloodstream, acting through high-affinity mineralocorticoid receptors and low-affinity glucocorticoid receptors, shaping how we feel, think, and remember. This is not a solo performance. The limbic system, the hippocampus, the limbic septum, and parts of the basal forebrain tug on the strings of emotion and memory, while the frontal lobes, especially the prefrontal cortex and orbital frontal cortex, shape cognition, decision-making, and impulse control. The anterior cingulate cortex sits in the middle of it all, helping regulate emotions, attention, and effort. The nucleus accumbens and other basolateral structures add motivational texture, linking feelings with actions and rewards. It's a neuroendocrine circuit in which emotion and cognition dance with hormones, and every beat matters for how we respond to life's ups and downs. When stress sticks around, the hippocampus bears the brunt. Chronic stress exposure can lead to dendritic remodeling and spine density changes, with dendritic retraction and in some circuits dendritic atrophy. You might hear about hippocampal volume changes, ventricles that appear relatively enlarged, and even cerebral shrinkage in extreme cases. The glutamate GABA balance, mediated by interneurons such as paravalvular positive cells and Martinelli cells, tunes excitatory synapses and inhibitory control, and glial cells. Astrocytes and other glial do important remodeling work behind the scenes. This is where gliogenesis and astrocytic responses meet the structural plasticity of the hippocampus. And so next time you hear about hippocampal shrinkage or the prefrontal cortex shocking rearing after a tough seizure, remember the big picture, a complex dynamic system where hypothalamic signals the HPA axis, neuroendocrine hormones, limbic circuits, and frontal cortisol all collaborate to shape how we feel, think, and do. We can keep this vibrant network resilient, playful, and ready to learn from every challenge.